Hello, hello, all of my kindergartner friends. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate every one of you all for showing up to meet me in my newest garden, okay? So today I want to give you a quick tour of the new garden. Remember, it is still under construction, but we are working on it. I got some stuff that I'm going to do with it later on this evening. I'll bring you all back into the channel so you guys can see how we assemble some things, okay? So I just want to show you what we're growing and just kind of show you around, okay? So let's get started. So this is our raspberry tree. It's a little raspberry bush. It's flopping around, so we realized that maybe we need a trellis because it's most definitely growing. This particular bush, someone gave that to my husband. They said that they had a raspberry bush. They thought their wife was gonna make them some raspberry pies. She didn't deliver, so he told us, come get the bush. Gave my husband the bush, okay? So God blessed us with that one, okay? So this is my other garden. This is the trellis, a cattle panel that me and my husband got from Tractor Supply. This probably is my favorite part. I don't know why. Maybe because it just gives me that vintage look. I don't know. So I love it. So right here, I have my cantaloupe growing inside of here. And so I added marigolds in here, but this is cantaloupe that I started from a seedling, okay? Back here is also cantaloupe, okay? And as you can see, I have cantaloupes coming. I'm excited about that. I am excited about that, okay? So, on this front row, we have different peppers. I have my green peppers. These are my flamingo sweet peppers that I'm growing. Now remember that these are my homegrown edible buckets that my trees came in that I told you I thought they were cute. So I decided I was just gonna use them as buckets because I like them, okay? So that's what these are. These are different peppers, okay? This is orange, that's green, and then my flamingos, they like a white pinkish color, okay? Now, I'm starting to get holes in here. So that means we got bugs up here that's meddling. That's what that means. They up here meddling, messing with some that don't belong to them, okay? I'm gonna have to work on that. I probably will end up putting a companion plant inside of those like a marigold today because I do have a couple of them that I just went and rebought. I appreciate you all telling me about the marigolds. I told you all I was having problems with my marigolds and that I didn't understand why they was turning black. Some people said they thought they was being shaded out by certain plants. Some people just was telling me that I should dehead the dead tops on them and they'll grow back to leave them planted, you know. And some people said, hey, I think you should just put them in a different pot next to whatever you're growing, okay? So I'll decide on how I do that in different spots. But on this one, I'm gonna put one in there just in case because as you can see here, I have a marigold in here. The leaves are still pretty, okay? So nothing's happening here. You all see those marigolds in there? Okay. So now in this back one is also flamingo peppers. As you can see, I have this one back here growing. Okay. It's pretty and it's growing. But I also have holes in the leaves. Now I have onions planted inside of here. If you can see these different onions, I probably have about 2 to 3 onions planted in here. But today I'll be putting marigolds in that. So I have marigolds that's just been sitting around that I went and picked up about 2 days ago that's absolutely stuck inside of the bucket. So that thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back here because something is working on. on that, on those leaves. So maybe this will help. So because they pretty, I put them right in the front. This will be giant bumblebee. We got that marigold in there. We'll let that try to protect that from whatever may be eating up. And I grab one for that. I got another one that's down the hill, so I grab that. So I almost kind of consider this to be my pepper garden, except for here. These are my golden midget melons right here, okay? That I need to try to train and get that up, okay? So these are my watermelons, and as you can see, I got corn. Probably gonna run into a problem because I got this sweet corn growing inside of here. It's nothing for us to move it around. And I also put chives inside of her to kind of protect those, okay? So that's what we have in our chives. So we just try to keep these going. If they don't grab hold of the trellis, I think they can grab hold to some of the sweet corn, okay? So if you all can look at this, this is the first part of my garden that I absolutely love. I got this pretty solar light. I got that from Tractor Supply. They're on clearance. I think I paid maybe $10 and something for those. So I love that. And I got my two little succulent plants on the back wall. Just me trying to decorate and make it look cute. Okay? So these are jalapeno peppers that I have right here on the side that I have planted, if you all can see. And these are my celeries that I have in the middle, okay? My celeries, okay? So this kind of to me is, I know I'm growing a lot of peppers because I need to. I want to try some different stuff out. And then we love bell peppers. So we got our bell peppers, red bell peppers inside of here. Again, holes, something up here is biting stuff. So I'm going to do some kind of something up here. I'm going to do something up here that I'm going to spray. One, I saw a rabbit kind of bouncing around the other day, and I don't have a fence out here yet. I have a fence. Just haven't decided if I really want to use that fence for up here, because I like being able to just come up here, access, and get inside of here. So I'm going to go and buy some stuff that, actually I don't have to buy it. We already have something that's kind of for rabbits, raccoons, and all of that. I want to say, I think it's like repel all, okay? So I'm going to spray that on the back side, but I have another sort of, I guess that's what they call it, insecticide that's for gardens, okay? We already have it. We just got to mix it up and we'll spray it. He wanted to cut the grass today, so before we get that sprayed, okay? Now, on this back side is of this, well, before I tell y'all this, here go my trellises that I bought from Aldi's, okay? They were $7.99 trellises. I grabbed me some. My sister also grabbed me some. And they were on sale on clearance for $4, okay? But that's just, and I say that because when Aldi's get stuff, you got to go get it. Aldi's finds, because once they gone, okay? So this is my trellis that I got from Temu that I told y'all about, okay? These are a pack of 6-foot tomato stakes. That's what they are, okay? So what I did was just rope me some rope around it for my peppers to get them to stay inside so they don't be falling all over, okay? This plant, particular plant right here in this green bucket, that's that okra plant, if y'all remember me planting, okay? It got some yellow leaves, not sure why, but some of those dead leaves I'm going to go ahead and get these off. I'm not going to let them stay on there, okay? So this yellow one, all the way over here, take that off, okay? I'll just set that there for now. And this, oh, it broke right on off, okay? So because it's doing that, it might be time to feed it again, or you may just need a little water. So I'm going to feed a couple of the pepper plants anyway, just because it's something I'm trying to do every 10 days. Even though I just planted these, I'm going to still go ahead and put some in there since I'm already up here. So went on ahead and put it in there because the soil don't look dry. So I'm not sure why I'm getting those yellow leaves over there. And like I said, this is why I brought some things over here, because I was afraid the sun was doing a lot of beaming on the other side. And I got a shade cloth, but was waiting on a different one to come in the mail that it wouldn't be so thick. I ain't want a 90%, I wanted like a 40% one. Cause I don't want to block the sun out too much. So I'm just gonna give these a little drink of water, cause it's hot today. I almost need a break myself. Think I'm gonna have to go today and get me a hat. That sunbeam hitting me in the top of the head ain't gonna work. A little progress up here. We just kind of got all of this stuff going within the past week and a half of me and him kind of just getting everything planted, put together. We've been working in the evening time almost to the nightfall just to kind of get everything together, okay? Hopefully, I'm able to handle both gardens. I do have help. I have a little bit of help. So we working on it. I'm telling y'all though, up here, I'm loving this space. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love the space down there, but I'm loving this space up here by this fence. I don't know. It's just giving me vintage, old garden, grandma look, and I like that. Can't help it. That's who I am. So this is one of my grapevines right here. Again, I don't know if we just getting a little too much sun. I'm taking these dead ones off. If y'all think I'm supposed to leave it on that grapevine, I can, because I do know that these grapevines in the summertime, in the wintertime, they go dormant, okay? And people have them for years. So it's fine. But some over here feast. I'm going to kind of clip it a little. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. I don't know what I'm doing by doing all of this, but I just know I don't want to see nothing dead on it. So I'm just going to get rid of it, okay? Make me a pile over there. So that's my grapevine that's growing. It do not have grapes on it, but it's growing. We've been training it past couple days. We've been kind of throwing it up there. It's been grabbing hold and going up, okay? So on this end, we have my sweet potato vines, okay? Got several buckets of sweet potatoes. This a bucket, this a bucket, that's a bucket. These are sweet potato vines, okay? So I have this cattle panel on the back of this fence. We hammered nails inside of our fence, and we just hung it on the back side of the fence so it hopefully can start grabbing and growing that way, okay? Now this is, I don't even know. I forgot to put a thing, but something coming on here, some kind of pepper. It's probably a jalapeno, okay? That's what that is. And even though that I do have cayenne pepper growing over there that we had planted for our neighbors, somebody had reminded me that you need to have a cayenne growing for yourself. You know that that is good. It's a detox. You should know that. I said, you're right, because I forgot. I used to take the little shots that you buy from the Whole Foods store, and it would be turmeric and cayenne pepper. Okay, it would be like a juice or something, I don't know. And it was cayenne pepper and juice. And I remember one time that I didn't feel so good, I took that and felt myself open up and all of that. So I'm going to put a cayenne pepper over here, and also because I know that it deters pests. So I got to work on that. I got to work on that. So we still working on our full security system over here on this side. We extending the garden down. We'll have some other things growing. That's why I have pallets on this end. I just we haven't, some of the stuff probably just gonna come from over there, but it'll be a few things. We were gonna put big watermelons on this side because somebody gave me seeds for orange meat watermelons, but the big watermelons, okay? So he told me make sure you have the space that once it go, step back, okay? So we was gonna do that there. I'm changing my mind on that because we getting late. We in our second week now, pretty much almost. I think today is the 10th of July. We in our second week going in of July, and I need that 80 to 90 days to harvest. And I don't want to be trying to pull them at the end of September and all of that. So I might wait till next year. But I got some things coming. Got some things coming in the mail that I will show y'all as soon as I get them here. God is blessing. People just reaching out. They want to give me stuff, okay? So down here, I'll probably put something else. But on this back side of this fence, we going to get some kind of, well, not just on the back side of this fence, but all along here, over here, we're going to get some kind of insecticide. I guess I'm using the right word. And we're going to put something in the background for rabbits, raccoons, different things like that, okay? Not including, also including that I will be still using my red pepper and cinnamon. Yes, I will be. I'll be putting that in there because I planted lettuce, and when I came outside yesterday, something had been dug in my little small containers that I had showed y'all and dug it out. Yeah, so I don't know who did it. It could be my little fur baby, or it could be actual squirrel or something. So I put red pepper in it last night. I got to keep an eye out on it. I should have rewinded my cameras to see, but it wasn't gonna bring it back. Or they hadn't ate some of the lettuce out that has just did a little bit of sprouting, and maybe I should show y'all that, okay? So I just wanted to show y'all that we are starting something else on this other end, and I'm sure I'll be putting more sweet corn in because I went to the grocery store right before we were gonna go to the campground. You getting five pieces of corn on the car with the little seasoned sprinkle package. They want $5 for it. What I'm doing it for? What I'm doing it for? I can skip, and I might buy some when they run sales, but just think, no. Now my mind is starting to change that maybe I need to just be growing what I need to grow, okay? So I got that all done. I'm going to put one more marigold inside of this pepper box that I have. How y'all like these aerated pots? Put it down in the comment. Do y'all like those? Because I definitely feel like they look better than the buckets, okay? And I'm thinking I'm a fan. And to be honest with y'all, I just ordered my own, and I ordered me some 7-gallon. These supposed to be 5 gallons. They might be, I think they different, the size. I believe he might have had 5 and 7. I ain't sure, but he said they were all 5 gallon. But I ordered me some 7 gallons so I can have and be able to use. My next planting season, I probably will not have that many buckets, okay? But I want to try some things. So I'm going to throw this other marigold back here, and we're going to water some things, and I got to get out of this sun. Got to get out of this sun. And y'all know it ain't morning. If you look down, as my grandmother said, when they used to work in the cotton field, she said, we were standing in our shadow. I said, what that mean? She said, it was all 12 o'clock had made it, and you was working in your shadow. You knew that it was 12 o'clock. They didn't have watches, and they didn't have eye watches on, okay? So I learned that, and now I know. Okay, get on in the house. I needed to be out here earlier in the day, okay? So Let me get myself over here. Now, I'm getting old. I can't be doing all of this twister stuff. So let me get me a spot in here, because these things is definitely working. Easy peasy. Got me a marigold in there, because I don't know what that is. Okay. So, if y'all can see, this is our newest garden. I'm so proud of it. My husband, he be up here late at night. When the lights come on at night, he comes up here and be fooling around doing something. I don't even have a clue. But I forgot to tell y'all, these my little Timu finds, my little pots on the back wall that I got small succulent plants in there, okay? Them plants was practically free. Got them from the garden. They was 50 cents for like 6 pack of them, and I put them in different ones. Just broke them up, put them in there. They barely need watering, okay? Because they succulent plants. But I'm so glad that you all got to see my newest garden. I am the kindergartner. I'm here to learn from you and to repeat the things that I have learned, even in life. Even in life, y'all. I'm going to repeat it. I throw that out there so that word to go forth, and God can do what he wants to with it, okay? And sometimes I apologize, because I know his word is like a two-edged sword. It'll cut you coming and going, okay? But it also will heal you, all right? So sometimes throw that word out there, and I hope it fall on good ground in your life, just like I pray that you put a seed in the ground and let it grow, let yourself grow, okay? And remember, plant yourself where you can grow. Don't y'all forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you all. I'll see you guys on my next video.